On YouTube, dear watch fans. Yes, it's going to be another watch related episode of my channel, and I want to give you an update of my current state of collection, what has changed since the last time I did this kind of video, and if you wanted to know, please stay tuned. So before we start with the box, I would like to show you two other watches representing more a kind of fun watch or fun watches to me. The first one is this little Casio. It looks like a watch I've used to have in the 80s, and it's a very cheap watch, and it reminds me on the childhood days of the late 70s and the beginning of the 80s. So it's very cheap, only 20 euros, but it makes a lot of fun to wear it. And another fun watch to me is this Swatch System 51. It's a white plastic model, and I like it a lot. It's a great watch to wear in summer. When I heard about the System 51, I was very curious, and I have to add this kind of watch to my collection. So, getting to the box now, let's start on the left side. Here we've got Junghans Mega with a ceramic case, and when it was introduced, it was the thinnest ceramic radio controlled watch you can get on the market. I got it about in the year 2000 or 2001, very cheap on eBay. I think I paid only 10 marks, Deutschmarks. It's about 5 euros now, or maybe $6 or £5. So it was a bargain, and I put it on a Bond strap, on a Bond NATO strap here. It came with a leather strap, but in the summer times the NATO strap wears more comfortably. My second quartz watch here in this box is my Maurice Lacroix Tiago. I bought this when I came back from vacation in Ireland in 2003, and I've got some time and saw it on a watch shop at the airport. This was my second more expensive Swiss-made watch. I think I paid about 600 euros or something like that, and at this time I've made no big difference between quartz or mechanical watches. I wanted to have a Swiss brand, Maurice Lacroix, and I picked this watch up only because of its look. I think it's a very good looking watch. Maybe it's a little bit like an AP, the porthole style with the screws here, so I liked it a lot when I bought it back then. Coming to my newest acquisition, this is my Orient Mako II. I used to have another Mako. It was black, and it was the older model with a second crown here on the 10 o'clock position, but I like the second edition of this models way more because of its hacking and hand winding possibilities. The only negative here is maybe the mineral crystal instead of a sapphire crystal, but you could buy a sapphire crystal for about 40 euros for this watch. Maybe I consider that. And yes, a very nice, good looking watch because of its style. I like it a lot, and I think it is going to get some wrist time in the future. My second diver watch is this older Tissot PR100 model. I bought it about 15 years ago from a local watchmaker, and yes, it was my first more expensive Swiss-made watch. It's only 38 millimeters in diameter, and it looks a little bit smaller because of this bezel here. But back then I like it, and this watch didn't get a service yet, but I'm afraid it's time now, because I couldn't hand wind it anymore. But other than that, it's in very good condition. It holds the time very well. Switching over to the right wing of the box, here's my small vintage collection. Let's start here. This is my little Darwil. I got it in nearly mint condition. I think it hasn't got worn much, and that is what I like when it comes to vintage watches. I like them in mint condition without too much patina on the dial and crumbling loom hands. But this model is very nice. It wears very thin on the wrist. It's a 35 millimeter watch, and that's the smallest size I get away with. And here we've got my Junghans Chronometer. It's a 34 millimeter watch. It's a little bit small for me, but I wear it. It's from the late 50s, early 60s, and it's got a plexiglass, a domed plexiglass, and it's gold plated with 20 microns. It's very well done, and this watch needs a service too. I'm going to present it to my local watchmaker here and see what he can do with it, because it runs about 2 minutes fast per day. And this is my Atlantic Worldmaster. It took me a decent amount of time to get the watch, because I wanted it in very good condition. As I said before, I don't like a beat up vintage watch. So I searched a lot on eBay to find this one. This has got only one major issue, and this is the slightly cracked plexiglass here at the 10 o'clock position. I don't know if you could see it, but other than that, it's in a very good condition. It has got a very decent diameter of 37 millimeters, so I could wear it like a modern watch. Very nice. So, and the last vintage model, it's my little Omega Seamaster automatic. I got it around the year 2000 from eBay, from a lady who didn't know much about watches. So she declared this watch as defect and stated that it needs a new battery because it runs anymore. And I could get this watch for about 100 Deutschmarks. It's about 50 euros. I think it was a real bargain. It comes with an original leather strap. I'm not quite sure if it's the original glass here as well, because I couldn't see the Omega sign on the glass. Maybe this one needs a service as well, but it still runs nicely, only about 15 seconds ahead. So, and now we are coming to the backbone of my collection. These 4 watches here. Let's start with my Mido. Before I picked up this model, I wanted another Mido model, but when I saw this blue dial here, I was totally in love with this watch and I have to get it. It's the Mido Commander II Chronometer, officially certified. And I love this blue dial, how it catches the light. It's gorgeous. It comes on a steel bracelet, but I put it on this leather strap here because it's not so heavy anymore on a leather strap, and it wears very comfortably. Once again, a very nice looking watch in my eyes. This is my little Sinn 556 model. I wanted to have a Sinn in my collection, but I couldn't find the model that suits to me, because Sinn is a company that makes more dive and Flieger style watches, and they're very, very heavy and very militaristic, and so I couldn't find the right model. But when Sinn introduced this new 556 models at Basel World 2016, I fell instantly in love with the two new models. This one with a mocha dial, and the other one the anniversary model with a grey dial. And it took me a while to decide which model I pick up. I have the opportunity to saw both models in person, and in the end the mocha dial makes it, because it catches the light so beautifully. I was a little bit afraid about the brown dial because of its versatility, but it wears very well. I put it on a third-party rubber strap with a very nice vanilla smell on it. It came on a brown leather strap, and I got a free original Sinn silicone strap as well. So the next is going to be my lovely little Nomos Orion. Maybe the most beautiful watch in my current collection. I used to have two Nomos models in my collection. Beside the Orion, I had the Nomos Ahoy with the Atlantic blue dial. I keep this one because I love it so much. It's a very, very beautiful watch. It's a kind of dress watch, even it's no precious metal, only stainless steel, but it looks so nice. And the other one, the Ahoy, was very nice too, but I have to sacrifice it because I wanted to buy my first and maybe only Rolex. And this is the most expensive watch in my collection at the moment. It's the new Oyster Perpetual with the Rhodium dial. It was introduced 2015, and it's got a 39mm diameter. It's slightly bigger than the 36mm versions, and in my opinion the Rhodium dial with the blue dots above the hour markers makes it the most versatile version of this new Oyster Perpetuals. It could be worn with a suit as well as with shorts and polo. I did it the last couple of days because it was very nice and hot weather here. This is my little precious at the moment, and one of the few Rolex models I like, besides the Rolex Explorer and eventually the 36mm version of this watch. But I think the blue dots make it more fun to look at. The other dial from the 36 model maybe is a little bit boring after an amount of time. This was my current state of the collection video. I hope you like it, and it would be nice if you be with me when it is set again. Moin YouTube, dear watch friends, or maybe dear knife friends. Tschüss.